for them in 3.5 seasons. They sold him for £15 million. It's the first time Alan Shearer has faced the Blackburn supporters since he left, but he's not the only expensive signing wanting to do well today. His former attacking partner Chris Sutton, the other half of the old SAS, returned to the Blackburn side with a goal on Monday. He cost just £5 million. The surprise in the Newcastle lineup is not that they revert from their adventurous European setup to 4-4-2, but that John Beresford is recalled at left back. David Batty returns against his old club after injury and suspension. Faustino Asprilla returns to the bench. Blackburn bring Gary Flitcroft back in midfield in place of Stuart Ripley and welcome back Kevin Gallagher in attack, which means there's no place for locally born Graham Fenton. Rovers still without the injured trio Lasso, Wilcox and Warhurst, and they've won only once here in the league since 1932. Keith Burge of Tony Pandy starts a match that's been billed as Alan Shearer's affair, but it's about a bit more than that. Like whether Newcastle can continue their revival. They've had 2 away wins in the league. And whether Blackburn can start a revival. They've only got 1 point. Here's Beresford for Newcastle, restored to the side. Ferdinand. Ginola on the left today, having been on the right much of the midweek match. Batty. Ginola. Forcing Blackburn to backpedal early on. He's going to be marked by Henning Berg mainly. Can he cut it back with Shearer? No! And Lee! And Ferdinand! And Batty! Really smart advance by Beresford. And now for Blackburn, it's off. Peacock took it away from Cernicek. And here's Donis. Bohinen well forward in this attack. Here he is. Berg. Sutton calling on the far side from him. That's Sutton's header. Against Jeff Kenner. There's a man on the line for Blackburn at the moment. And he's going back on the line now. Shearer. Oh, what a good save by Tim Flowers. Denied by his old teammate. I'm not sure how good a view he got of this. It came through a crowd of players. Good stop. Beardsley. Shearer, slide rule pass to Shearer. Ferdinand's far post, good stuff. Well, if Flowers hadn't got a hand to that, it might not have gone in, but it would surely have gone across to Ferdinand. Here's Shearer again. And Ferdinand again, it was a great turn. And he looks at the referee, and so does Shearer. But to no avail. And here's Ferdinand. Shearer! Corner. It was the challenge that did it, really. Henning Berg just got to him in time. For handball, yes! Penalty. Blackburn are furious about that. There was a huge shout from the crowd. The referee had a long look at it. And there's going to be some cards shown here unless they're careful. Ferdinand goes up, it's on the arm of Colin Hendrick. And the yellow card is shown, certainly to one Blackburn player, for protesting. It may have been Bohinen, but while you're watching the replay, which is Hendry's left arm, the Blackburn players surround the referee. Now, the argument is, what's his arm doing there? The argument is, was it intentional? You take your pick. But listen, the outcome revolves around Alan Shearer. Can he score against the club who sold him for £15 million? And he does! He does, emphatically. The Newcastle fans don't mind that 2 of Shearer's 3 goals so far have come from the penalty spot. Tim Flowers would know, having played and trained with him so often, where Shearer was going to put that, and he went the right way. But the power took it away from and over the goalkeeper, and Shearer scores what, for the record, is Newcastle's 100th against Blackburn at home in the league. Sutton's there, and Gallagher's there again, appeals for handball against the man on the ground. Blackburn don't get the decision. Donis. Well, another penalty shout. Howie is on the ground. Beresford, well, his arm is certainly up, as much if not more so than Hendry's was. And if it was a penalty against Colin Hendry, Blackburn will argue it should have been a penalty against Steve Howie, but it wasn't given. And they're on the wrong end of both decisions here, Ray Harford's team, which is not what you want when you're struggling at the bottom. Now Ferdinand's gone near post, Shearer's just pulling back. Beardsley found Ginola, this is Batty. Beardsley still wide, this is Lee. Flowers seeing it all the way, coming on to him. Corner. Well, Newcastle will need the second goal to derive any comfort here. Shearer's up. Oh, is it in? Linesman's flapping. Goal given. It's 2-0. And the first header here is by Shearer. And then, is that a poke from Ferdinand? It's 2-0. The ball was over the line before Blackburn scrambled it out. First Shearer. Ferdinand just gets a touch, I think, and it goes in off the post before Flowers can claw it back out. It's Ferdinand's goal. Gallagher. Sherwood to Sutton. Takes on Howie, but out comes the foot. Beresford. Oh, mistake by Hendry. It's Shearer with Beardsley in support just behind him. Takes on Coleman. Goalkeeper comes, still Shearer. Oh! Referee looks across, doesn't give anything. Shearer has to pick the ball up again. He's found Beardsley. Batty's in the penalty area as well. That's hit him, and it's coming up to Ginola. There was no response from the assistant referee on this side either when that appeal was made. Here's... Oh, it's Ginola's lost the place a bit there. Well, the only thing I'll say about that one was that Shearer was going well away from goal when it happened, and I believe Tim Flowers made contact with the ball. If he did, then it was a good decision. This is Ginola. Forward by Batty. And then by Beresford. Fenton. There he goes again, Fenton. And he really is being roundly booed every time he gets the ball for something that happened last season. Here's Sutton. Good effort. Oh, it's a goal! Chris Sutton gets one back for Blackburn Rovers. And Graham Fenton, all credit to him, surviving the barracking from the Newcastle fans, pushes the ball through, and Sutton didn't hesitate. He hit it early, and that, I think, surprised Cernicek. He was outside the penalty area and he beat the goalkeeper down to his right-hand side. 4 minutes from time, Sutton, with his second goal in a week, gives Blackburn hope. Shearer, very good control by Shearer, gets the free kick. Ginola takes the kick to Clark. Outside him is Gillespie. Ginolar's in a good position in the middle, but here's Batty. Ginolar. Asprilla tries to get free. It's bounced back dangerously, really, to Bohinen. Good challenge there by Ginolar. This is Watson. Oh, he's uncertain, but he'll get the free kick. He's already had one horrendous moment as Asprilla finishes up with a bit of a tangle. And Shearer applauds both sets of fans. Ray Harford's team still left with only 1 point. The storm cloud's not going away for them or for him. But Chris Sutton did give them hope after Shearer, against his old club, had done the inevitable and put Newcastle ahead. In the end, it was the goal by Ferdinand that really made the difference on the hour. So it looks as though Keegan's men have turned an early corner here. They didn't have it all their own way. There's still something to come from this Blackburn team, but on the day, they're left empty-handed, and Shearer's new club beat his old